Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Polowa. We've got chickens. So yeah, in last episode you may remember we placed the chicken hut right at the end of the episode and I've just bought 39 chickens and one rooster. Yeah, cockerel, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, they are producing chickens. I actually bought them at the end of the day so that we've actually got we are producing some eggs. And obviously they're eating the food, which is going down quite quickly already. I think their yearly food is 6,900 litres. And I don't think we put 6,900 litres of wheat in our silo. But yeah, so it's quite exciting. We've just got some form of, sort of steady income coming in again. More things to just generate passive income while we're not really doing much work, which is really, really good. So, seasonal growth. It was something I talked about in the last episode. I have turned it off for now. The general consensus from all the comments was everyone was saying, look, turn it off and maybe turn it back on once you've got more land. I completely agree. So that's what we've done. I just didn't want it to become contract. I wanted it to continue to work our own fields. So yeah, so apologies if you didn't want that, but it's just for the time being, just until we can generate more money to buy more land, and then we can use that land, etc., etc. You know what I mean? Okay, so it is 7 o'clock in the morning. We're still plenty of time to harvest. But actually, I think the first thing I'm going to do is buy a field. So something I've been, so field 24, which is just over there, which is that barley field. There is a contract for me to harvest it. They're only going to pay me, I think the lady was only going to pay me, yes, £429, which is not a lot. So actually, instead, I'll buy the field from her, and then I'll keep the barley from the field. So yeah, it just, I think, makes more sense. Also, I think if I come down to here, I've done quite a lot of contract work with Anna. So she's given me, so Anna Frank is the owner. She's given me 20%. to own that field. 20% off the purchase price of that field. So £14,000. I think it's worth it. I can then harvest that barley, store the barley myself, and then we've got more food for the chickens. I've got, in terms of finances, I've got plenty of tomatoes that are ready. Oh yeah, it's got to show you where I'm storing them. So I've got plenty of tomatoes that are growing. I've actually got quite a lot of money that I could make from them, but I'm going to wait till November to let the best price. So I've been storing my tomatoes in here. I think this is well cool. So I've been storing them in here, which I think is quite like it feels like quite a cold little shed. Yeah, so I've been storing them in here. And I know some people are saying, hang on a minute, how are you picking them up? Well, I've got mods on PC that I can pick them up with. And this, for me, just makes more sense. Because otherwise, what would you use this room for? You can get a forklift in here. So I think this, yeah. Yeah, I think they look quite cool in here because it just feels like it's like I said, a cool, dark place so that they don't, I mean, yeah, they don't last months in real life, do they? But they do, well, they do in this game. Okay, so let's get that last one in there. I think they're ready to go in November. It's probably some of you thinking, God, it's going to take you ages to unload them out of here. Well, of course it is, but that's the whole point, isn't it? That it's nice and the work is nice and slow, and that's the whole point of these small little farms. Cool. So, yeah, in terms of, if I just double check with my stock checker app, I could technically make £17,000 right now for my tomatoes, because the vegetable market stall, but they want a little bit, so I'm not going to do that just yet. So I'll wait till February. I'm not in dire. If I'm in dire need, then I'll take some money, take some tomatoes to there. But right now, there is no need to get rid of that. And then all that straw we had, that's worth 4,000 to us, but not until January. So all the straw that's on those that I collected, that can wait there. That should pay for some pieces of equipment. Yeah, so really, we're in a pretty good place. Okay, let's buy field 24. That leaves us 8,000, but we can now go and harvest that field, and it's ours. So yeah, so let's get to it. Really, this is looking a bit just clean and tidy now with just a couple of pieces of equipment in here, not full of tomatoes. Right. Okay. So obviously Oh, and then in there I've got my seeds and fertilizer in that one. Better close that door. So we are going to need more shed space eventually, but it's I think, you know, in terms of what we started with, we are doing an absolutely fantastic job. Oh, no, I want you to just stay down. I should have pressed the lower button. Still struggling for space for all of it, and this one's obviously quite a tall piece of kit, so it doesn't fit. And obviously the plough hasn't fitted either. Right, let's get the header out. We can take the header to the field, and then the combine can follow. So I had the lease, the monthly costs went out overnight. I think for all of the machinery at the moment that I'm leasing, it was like £429. So I thought it's pretty good, really. I was panicking, thinking it was going to be far more, but it wasn't. It was far less than I thought it would be. Okay, well, she's clearly not looked after field 24 very well at all, but I do like the fact it's now ours. Yeah, really quite exciting, really, the fact that we now own another field. We've done it. We are making money. Right, so let's just leave that one there. I think let's say it fits through here. Just is a bit tight. We'll ignore the clipping of the light. Oh, actually, it doesn't clip there on the lights at all. Hey, look at that. That's smart, that does. Right, I actually think I'm going to turn off. I don't know if I want swaths this one. I've just, you know, can I put more bales on that one? Is it another job I want to do? Yeah, no, do you know what? I'll turn it on. I will, yeah, I will create some bales because I'm sure I can fit a few more square bales onto that trailer. It won't be too bad at all. Oh, I left the harvester folded out, I just noticed. Well, yeah, let's harvest our new field. Oh, look at that. That last tiny bit there. That is the last bit, but that's fine. It was, so yeah, effectively one full combine worth. So one full combine worth, 3,500 litres. That would just make sure that I've got enough feed to feed the chickens for 12 months, which is brilliant. I'll put this one back on the trailer. I don't think I'm going to do... Do I need to lift him up? No, he's already up. I don't think I'm going to do another... does that snap into place? There we go. Yeah, I don't think... I might have a look if I do... I might do another harvest contract. Let's go and put this one down here for a minute because I need to put it into the trailer. It's easier to drive this back than it is to bring the trailer here. And then obviously we need to consider what we're going to do with our land here as well. I thought about sheep. Again, extra income because they don't take much. They only take water and grass. At the moment, Yeah, so I might have to think about that. What am I doing? Yeah, okay, I need to hide the... Need to get the trailer in here to then get the trailer filled up to put the barley in the silo. This really doesn't hold a lot, this trailer. 1650, which is not great. We need to... there's lots of things we need to upgrade. But ultimately, we've got stuff now to keep us like kind of self-sufficient. We've got another field. We've obviously... I thought about obviously buying new equipment with that money we had, but... Don't work. But, you know, obviously we wanted to spend the money to be able to generate new forms of money for us rather than just stuff that's going to make our jobs go quicker. So the new tractor would obviously be lovely as well. New tractor, trailer, and then just everything, for example, the next size up to allow us to obviously to do jobs quicker. But you know, this isn't a race, this series. Definitely not. You think literally all we started off with was just this tractor and trailer when we started. Right. Is there any more to go in here? I think there might be just a tiny little bit more in this combine. Yep, 240 litres. Can you mix chicken's food? Let's have a look. Because I've got... There's already so much... I think you can, can't you? Because there's already so much food there, 398 litres. I think they use 600 a day. Sorry, chickens. Yeah, it's allowing me to. Okay. That's good. That's good to know. Right. Let's get that combine put away. Just want to double check there isn't any decent harvesting contracts that are going to pay. Let's go and do this one for £22,000. Field 3. I'm right, thanks. Field 12, 829. Which one's field 12? This one down there. No. Let's just double check. Just want to make sure. Field 33 and field 33 and field 30. They'll pay me actually £1,000 between the two of them, which is that one and that one. I can maybe do them a bit later. Yeah, okay. That's fine. And then field 50. Where's field 50, actually? It's got to be quite close. There, okay. As I say, I'm pretty sure I've fertilised that before. Okay, right. So, now we need to consider what we're going to put into our fields. Start trying to turn our own fields around. I will just have a quick look at sheep, whether or not it is worth getting a patch of grass. So potentially I could get like a patch of grass done and then put some form of sheep pasture. I've got one of the, I've got like a temporary grazing pasture, so I could like put some sheep over here in the corner. Let's have a look how that would look, shall we? Let's have a look. So animals, sheep. So we've got this here, which is a temporary grazing mod. So I could effectively, I could put 25 sheep in there. And they literally just, yeah. I think they're going to produce me wool in there. I think everything does. I mean, I could go for this one here, but that's 5,000. Whereas this one here just probably fits in a bit better. So I could turn that area into grass. Or do I turn this area into grass up here and have them... Yeah, I might do that actually. That would look quite cool there, because I could put them quite close to the hedge. And how much is it for sheep? I've really forgot. I don't know. I'm sure we can afford it. I'm sure we can afford the sheep. And then I've got a grazing mod, so they should. Or at least if I get this turned into grass, I can then. Yeah, I've got the grazing mod, so they should eat straight from what's already there. And then I've got extra form of income. Okay, so let me just have a quick look. Let's try and mark out an area where I want the sheep to go. So I just need to try and, just so I can then come in with the... I don't want to place it just yet because... I could even bring him right up here, but I'd rather have that area space for yeah, I'd rather have that space for potentially another shed one day. Okay. So just looking here, just so I can... So this line here, so if I landscape and just put a paint of grass, just a strip of, just not even... just so I know where to turn into grass, and then we'll put that straight across. There we go. So all of that I'm going to turn into potentially this will be gravel come around here, but that is going to be grass. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get that job done first then. So we need to get this up and get some. Do I need to plough this area? Does it say it needs ploughing? Doesn't say. No, that's fine. So we'll just go through the cultivator. We'll get that all ripped up, and then we can get some grass. Alright, so this shouldn't take too long. And there we go, that's that done. So we're going to say, I think it'll just be a nice grass area. I think this, I'm going to probably put a little gravel path that goes around the sort of, around the back of this shed here. So that if I do get bigger machinery and it can't fit through, I can lease, well, I can't imagine us ever getting that big machinery, but I can at least then get it into the main yard if I really needed to. Yes, I need to use the cultivator for the rest of the fields, but for the time being, that will just allow me to get some, drill some grass. And we can then, I say, I've just had a quick double check of the sheep pasture again. I was a bit concerned that that temporary grazing pasture wouldn't allow for wool to spawn, but it does. So it's fine, this is perfect. Yeah, so just 100 quid for a bit of fencing. And then, yeah, we can then look to get some sheep. Ooh, have I got enough seed? Should do. But we will just fill it up. Anyway, should have got plenty in the bag. Yeah, 700 litres. No, wrong one. There we go. We're going to fill up, refill. There we go. Plenty of seed. Yeah, we've got loads left as well. 499 litres. Come on. Got love doors in this. What we plant? Oh, that was close. Then what is it we want to plant? Grass. Okay. That would help, wouldn't it? First unfolding it. I don't want the ridge markers. Oh, let's get the ridge. No. Oh, they're quite small. Okay, that's fine. No, ridge marker up. Don't need them. Are we ready to go? Yeah, it should be. No, doesn't feel like it's. Has that worked? It's really hard to tell the difference, isn't it? It does say grass growing. Well, I think, yeah, and the seeds are going down, so yeah, so it is working. It just doesn't look like it's doing much. Yeah, I think it is working. Yeah, so the seeds going down, so yeah, another little job to get done. yes, that's done again. So yeah, I didn't think I needed to. I shouldn't have planted some grass seeds here because this is going to be gravel. But I'll wait for it to grow first and then work out. And then once I've placed the sheep pasture, I'll work out roughly where I want that to go. So yeah, yeah, it's flown by again really. I think for now I'm going to go and get those bales done. I'm hoping I can probably fit more bales onto there. I can't imagine it's actually going to be too many because it was only one combine's worth. But yeah, so I can't imagine really it should take that long really to bale. Well, it's not going to take long to bale, and it's certainly not going to take, well, as I say, hopefully it doesn't take too long to collect either. Can I get in here? Have I gone too... Maybe I've put this too far over. Fingers crossed I haven't. There we go. Don't come too wide. There we go, nice. So we got 41 bales last time from this area. I've just reset the bale counter. You should see top left. So we'll see how many bales we get from this. There we go. That is the last bit. How many bales do we get from that? There's obviously a tiny few little bits. 17, I think it's 17. So yeah. So potentially, if I press the unload button, it will. It might kick out a few more, or is it just going to kick out? I don't think I've got any unfinished bales. I think unfinished bales is 10%. I think I need. Okay, but again. 19 bales we finished on. Another great, really. It's just more money. Anything that can effectively earn us just extra income is worth it when we've leased the equipment already. So yeah. So now let's get those bales collected. I'm hoping that the bale trailer I've got will accept the next load. It's going to hold 60 small bales on top of it, which is it's not doing too bad. It's not glitching or bouncing around in there or anything at the moment, but like I say, it might just go. I think, yeah, might just go a bit crazy. We know how too many bells can sometimes affect this game, but hopefully 60 isn't too many. I know people have done tests of how many bells that they've loaded up. I think it's a lot more, but I don't know. I've never tested it. Just squeeze out there. Yeah. Okay. The lady that I bought the field from, Anna, I think in one of the episodes, not one of the episodes, I think at one point I've done a fertilizer contract for this field. So this field was only partly fertilized, and so it was only partly fertilised and it was full of weeds. So actually the 3,600 or whatever it was barley that we got from it wasn't the full extent of the field, and I'm hoping I could probably make more from it if I looked after the ground a bit better. But yeah, right, well let's get this collected. Just putting the last one on now. I think I'm pretty happy how they've stacked. They are looking very good. Yes, happy with that. Didn't take too long either. 39,000 litres of straw. It says 98% because I have the ability to unload a partial bale, and I think we've got 1 or 2 partial bales on here. Well, that is looking really good. And we come January, should be able to sell that for quite a bit of money. Right, I think it's time we stand it. I know that obviously we did some cultivating earlier. I think the next plan really is to get the rest of our fields cultivated so that we can then re-drill them. Let's put this. Is it going to fit in here now? I think it's still low enough. Yeah, it's a tight squeeze, mind. Ooh. Oh, it's very tight. I don't know why that bale was bouncing around back there. There you go. They're in the dry. Right. It's time to go and cultivate. I don't think I needed to plough those fields. It's time to go and cultivate field 24, our new field. At least get it ready for drilling. Yeah, and then I'll probably get these cultivated as well. So we can get next get the next seed inside them. We need to consider what. Put your comments in the chat what you think I should drill these fields with. Obviously, just be mindful that I need. How much do I need every year? I need 6,900 to feed them. So I need 6,900 litres of food, either wheat or barley, to feed them. I think you can feed them other things. I can't quite remember. I'm hoping that area there, once I've drilled it with grass and then put the temporary pasture there, I'm hoping for the grazing mod that will be enough for the sheep. Otherwise, I'll have to rip these fields up and plant some grass. And that's that field done. It's not taking too long actually. It wasn't too bad. A couple of little bits I had to go back over just because they were just beyond the width of the cultivator. I've just got obviously these 2 fields to do now. Yeah, really interesting to see how that turns out with the sheep in there. Yeah, quite excited to see how that all evolves and turns out. Right. Oh, we got another pallet of tomatoes. These are firing out, honestly. Let's just leave that there for a minute. Is that a full pallet? It is. Wowzers. I can't complain. But yeah, so the tomatoes are really making us some serious money. Almost effectively the largest distributor of tomatoes in Polowa. Maybe that's what we should just do instead. Is just sell all of our field and just grow tomatoes in greenhouses, because we've got loads of pallets there. Oh, let's get it back on there. Okay, let's work out how much money we can make in tomatoes so far. Yeah, so 17,000 litres, 17,000 right now. We've got 8,500 litres of it, but I mean, that's brilliant. And again, we're getting 6,000 from our straw, hopefully in January. But yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. I think I turned the markers on so I could see where the sheep pasture will roughly go. Anyway, that is it for today's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, let me know let me know what you think I should drill. Obviously, just bearing in mind that I probably need wheat and barley, so it's probably going to have to be wheat and barley. But again, yeah, be interested to know your thoughts and comments. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again in the next episode of Polowa very soon.